What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today with another Destiny 2 video for you. I hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it as ever. So today in the background what you can see is some nightmare hunts, and these pop up when you've finished doing your the sort of the main DLC campaign story missions, so when you've got them done. And I had to do them run them all through once, and then once you run through you can then get, I think I've got this right, but this is the way it worked with me anyways, is that you can then get the tier 1 loot, so higher level loot as you're going through, and it's a nice way to sort of level up. But the thing, I looked at it and thought that there was this weird thing in the bottom right hand corner which said modifier on it, and at the moment you can't really do anything with that, you can't do anything to it. But from what I understand, and I don't think it's not until it gets released properly until the 15th of October, which is when you can start doing the master nightmare hunts, and then you can start getting some of the more coveted gear, so I'm assuming like the tier 2 kind of stuff, and then you can put on all the kind of the modifiers and everything to go with it. So at the moment it kind of feels a little bit like a half-arsed strike, where you've got the three things that you need to fight. So you've got Omnigul, you've got Crota, and you've got Keyhead at the same time as well. So you effectively have to run through these three kind of, you're redoing specifically the moon sort of strikes and nightfall strikes that you were doing previously, and there's a hell of a lot of nostalgia that goes with it. I find it really cool. I find it really interesting just to bring that kind of back again. And it's going to be interesting once it properly launches on the 15th of October. And then there's sort of like, let's just see. There's different steps that go with it, where you can put the modifiers on, that you can do the various sort of bits and pieces where you've got fancy overlords and barrier champions that are thrown in. But it just kind of feels, like I said, it just kind of feels a little bit half-arsed. I mean, the light level set at I think 850 or 860, and as you go through it you kind of like busting your way through, and it's the usual thing. You get to certain sections and then the two little nightmare things come out that you have to kill them down to take the shield down, and then it normally runs in kind of like a sequence of threes to be able to kill the person all the way in the end, all of that kind of stuff. I said the person, the enemy all the way at the end. But it just, like I said, it just kind of feels a little bit, why release it if you're not going to do it properly? I don't know, does that make sense? I guess, you know, you do normal strikes and then they can release the heroic strikes. I suppose that kind of makes a little bit of sense, and it kind of just sets you up for what you kind of need to do. But I think we did them run through 3 twice last night when we were playing, and first time it didn't take very long, but the second time I think we must have done it in literally 20 minutes, just like busting through all of it and getting it all done. I mean, just for me, I was just running around just doing my little finishing melee moves on everybody, because it was just great. It just seems a little bit not as interesting, so I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it. I don't know, it just feels like it should be. I don't know where they're kind of pitching the Nightfall, whether or not they're pitching it as, sorry, not Nightfall, the Nightmare Hunts. I don't know where they're kind of pitching them. Are they supposed to be sort of slightly more complicated than a Nightfall? Are they supposed to be at the same level as a Nightfall? For me, I think they need to be a little bit more complicated. I know there's different levels to Nightfalls now as well. There's a couple of versions of those. So it's just a case of trying to work out sort of the right way and how it works properly. But I guess we'll see properly on, like I said, on the 15th of October, when they finally decide to release it and put us out of our misery, for want of a better phrase. But it's cool, it's nice, it's good just to run through and slap the shit out of things. The rewards are mildly decent. You'll generally find at the moment that if you're not, if the rewards will be at a higher light level than what you've currently got at this moment in time. And from what I can tell, I mean, we ran them twice last night, and you kept consistently getting your loot rewards at higher light levels. So it's just the fucking infusion material is really annoying to get that upgrade thing that I'm desperately trying to get more and more of. I need to go get some Dustlight shards so I can go and buy a few more of them. But overall, like I said, it's interesting, but it's not brilliant. That's kind of the only way that I can that I can describe it. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. I've had a couple of people, or I've looked at a couple of articles online with the nightmare hunts, and a lot of people aren't really enjoying it because they've kind of done it and gone, meh? What is the reasoning for this? What's the idea behind it? Why is it being done in this way? And like I said, it'd be nice if they released it properly at launch, but I don't know. It just, I hate things being released half-arsed, but that's part of the course with a lot of games that you play now. They don't generally tend to be, you know, everything released all at once. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see sort of how it goes. So, I mean, I know that the Master Hunts, I think they're going to be 950 light level? So you're going to have to be doing a little bit of grinding. I finally made it to 901, so I've got a little bit further to go, but you're going to have to do a little bit of grinding to get to that light level and just kind of knock it all out so you can go into these Master Hunts and get sort of the weapons that you actually want to get hold of. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think to the Master Hunts down below, and we will see you on the next one. Take it easy, ladies and gents. Peace.